Well, good Saturday morning, everybody. Welcome to EleWebDev Chat. My name is Catherine, and today we're going to talk all about advanced custom fields. We have a new user today. His name is Jamie Salam. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and he is from Chile. So welcome, Jamie. I am probably in this next week going to do more lives just because my schedule allows it. And if you're not familiar, yeah, my brain's going to catch up with my mouth here in a second. If you're not familiar with advanced custom fields, we're going to go into that, what it is, how it works. We're going to talk about the acquisition. It has changed hands once, twice, 3 times in the past year, 2 years, basically, if you really want to get technical. And so we're going to talk about that acquisition. And I'm going to give a demonstration about what advanced custom fields can do for you. If you are a beginner with Elementor, advanced custom fields can open up a brand new world of not having to type things over and over again and edit your pages and have to dig in and root around and do stuff. You can do things very surface. You can do things very surfacely and have things pop up in multiple locations with entering it just one time. I mean, you're saying, well, yeah, I can do that with global things. Well, ACF can do that too. And so we will just go ahead and say hello to whoever else is here. I think Jamie's the only one here, and I will just add his little hello from Chile since he's here. Welcome, welcome. And let's see, what else have we got going on? A little news for the EleWebDev channel, which is that we have, how many? Let me just check real quick. 110 subscribers. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have 110 subscribers, and I have only been at this for about 40 days. So, hey, I'm pretty proud of myself for sticking to it and supplying content and information to people who want to see it, hear it, and get to know Elementor better. So I'm going to just move on into the stream and let you know what tools I use every day, all day. And the first one there, Local WP, we'll get into that. I needed to spin up a new site in order to do this demonstration with ACF today. So I might as well start from the beginning and talk about Local WP, because that has to do with the acquisition okay, brain, you're all right. Hold on just a second. WP Engine, because Local WP is a part of WP Engine. Well, I wouldn't say it's a part of. I don't know who owns Local WP, but I think it's WP Engine, but we'll get into that. I don't want to jump down that rabbit hole too quickly. I use the Chrome browser. I use Firefox as well, only in a pinch when I think some caching is going on and Chrome is stuck and is showing me things that I don't need to see. So I open up the Firefox browser as well in order to bust some cache and make sure I'm seeing what should be seen. I use Elementor and Elementor Pro. Why? Because Elementor Pro just has so many more features. And what we're going to be doing today with advanced custom fields, the dynamic part of Elementor is needed in Elementor Pro. The dynamic connections works with ACF. It works with pods. Pods is another product that works along with ACF. I've just happened to grab hold of ACF back in the day and used it. So that's, you stick with the tool that you like, and that's the one I like. And then of the sea and billions and trillions of stars out in the universe of themes that you could possibly use, I use the Hello theme. Why? It's unencumbered. There's nothing to get confused. Well, the header footer is a little bit of a stumbling point for beginners, but I only use the Hello theme because there's just nothing in it. There's no bloated code. There's no extra added anything. They did add a header and footer, basic minimum, one header, one footer, but that's why you have Elementor Pro, because Elementor Pro allows you to have a menu. And I will do a show on this, a show or a tutorial giving you the benefits of Elementor Pro and Elementor, the free version, and why you would want to buy Elementor Pro. Any agency or web developer who builds websites for a living, if you like Elementor, I suggest Elementor Pro. You get everything you need. And so that's that. Oh, we got 2 subscribers, 2 people watching. Hello, whoever you are. I only have a number. I can't say who you are unless you chit-chat in the chat. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing today. So I released a video yesterday, which was very quick, talking about the ACF acquisition, and I was quite surprised that, number one, there was an acquisition, because just a year ago, a little less than a year ago, Delicious Brains picked it up. So let me get to the right scene here. Let's see. Let's first of all go to Advanced Custom Fields. And Advanced Custom Fields, what is it? How does it work? And how can it benefit you? So there are certain fields in WordPress that you can get to. The blog post, the information that goes along with the blog post, who the author was, how many likes it has, the date of the post. These are all extra added fields that go along with a blog post. And you can access that and put that information in a way that you want to. And that's what Advanced Custom Fields does. And you can also create your own fields. And it's going to be quick, it's going to be dirty, and it's just going to just cover the bases of the beginner basics and not go down a rabbit hole. And I'm going to have to just pull the reins back on my developer and say, whoa, 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 whoa. Teacher, you're front and foremost geek. You get in the back seat, because we're just explaining the basics. Pixta's here. Hello, Pixta. It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by on a Saturday. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And so Advanced Custom Fields is where we're going. So let's talk about the acquisition. So Advanced Custom Fields used to be, the original author was a guy by the name of Elliot Condon, C-O-D-O-N, Elliot, Elliot, no 2 L's. I think there was just one, maybe 2 L's, I'm not sure. I don't know specifics, but at least I got the name right. So Elliot Condon, obviously, and Delicious Brains gave Elliot a offer. And so Delicious Brains took over. Let me go to the blog here of Delicious Brains. Delicious Brains has a couple of plugins. And so, let's see, where is the blog post? Did they take it down? Because it's not here. Oh, here it is. WP Engine acquires, Delicious Brains. Okay, so that's what happened. So does it talk about in this article where they acquired Advanced Custom Fields? I don't think it does. Yes, here we go. So thank you for the pop-up. We don't really need that right now. And I don't know who wrote this blog. New chapter. Okay. Brad T. Okay, Brad T. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce your name. And so, yeah, Elliot Condon had it first. Then, so good. Not a lot changed in the past year. That, what's your name? Delicious Brains. That's so just weird. Oh, okay, Pixta it's still Friday for Pixta. All right. So not a lot is changing, not a lot did change. They did some, superficial changes over the past year with, this is a boring article, blah, 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 but WP Engine has acquired the Delicious Brains plugin. And you're saying, well, what plugins do they have? Because I don't know anything about Delicious Brains. So it's WP Migrate, WP Offload Media. I have that plugin. And WP Offload SES. I don't even know what that is. And Spin Up WP. I'm thinking that's a sort of version of, well, let's just go look. I'm not going to assume. Let's educate all of ourselves. Your own extremely fast WordPress server spun up in minutes. Use GitHub, Twitter, or a password. Okay, Spin Up is a modern cloud-based server control. Okay. Even though, what's your name? WP Engine. I'm telling you, I'm all right. Even though WP Engine uses local WP, and we're going to get there, I promise. So WP Engine is acquiring all of these plugins right here, these products from Delicious Brains. I wonder what Delicious Brains is going to do. Did they sell out and just they're moving in a different direction and creating new things, or what? I'm not sure. Maybe the article says, blah, blah, 2012. Okay, let's just skim this article real quick. If you had a year ago, we'd be selling. Okay, so they sold out. Okay, I say that in a bad way, but they did sell out. Blah, blah, blah. Big part of my person made me drive. Okay, I'm just reading it real quick because I actually haven't read it. I just am offering these resources for you. Okay, so what would I do if I exited Delicious Brains? Start another software company. Okay. It made no sense to sell my software company. That changed this December. Okay, so that's all of this personal stuff. We're not going to read that because we got things to do, which is, now we're going to talk about WP Engine. What is WP Engine? Well, WP Engine is a hosting provider. Now, the next question is, so there are two hosting providers that offer local WP connectivity. One is WP Engine, and the other is, come on brain, I know you're here, Flywheel. So let's go to Flywheel. Let's do a search for it because I don't know what the address is. FLY wheel, WHEEL. Yeah, y'all, it's versus WP Engine. No, we really don't need to do a versus. And we don't need the ad, and there it is. Okay. So here's Flywheel. Both Flywheel and, thank you for your pop-ups, we don't need you right now. Both Flywheel and WP Engine use local WP. Excuse me just a second. Had to clear my throat. Both local WP and WP Engine use local WP to connect to their servers, which is a wonderful thing. And I have used the connectivity with Flywheel and local WP to push of a button, download, upload a website to the server, make backups. It's a pretty polished and beautiful thing. I worked at a web agency last year for about 6 months, and we used Flywheel as our servers for the clients. And I'm telling you, I got used to a one push button, have everything work. So, do you have to have an account with WP Engine or Flywheel in order to use local WP? Local WP? Okay, yeah, I'm here. No, you do not. You do not have to have, excuse me just a you do not have to have a hosting account with Flywheel or WP Engine. You do not have to have an account. Why? Because local WP is free. Well, let's just go to local WP real quick. You have to create an account. They got your information, which they may send you ads to either WP Engine or Flywheel. But, you know, you can always unsubscribe from their emails. But outside of that, no, you don't have to pay a dime. I don't pay a dime for it. You do have to have the account in order for the new cloud backups right here. Let me get my handy dandy pointer out here. For your cloud backups, features, come back. It has an image optimizer. They've got other add-ons. It has live links, so if you're working on a site locally on your computer, you can spin up a little server and give your client access in real time to what is on your site locally. There once was a bug which would not render background images. They have since fixed that. So if you left local WP because that was a game changer and you didn't want to deal with background images not showing up, they have officially fixed that problem. I'm glad to say, because I was upset about that. And so let's just move on back to, well, let's start up my local WP first. Let me see if local WP is open and active. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm going to switch to local WP. And let me minimize this. Okay, and minimize that. And here we are. So this is local WP. And I've spun up, all it does is it creates the server environment, creates the database, installs WordPress for you, and you're ready to go. There is this one overview thing here called one-click admin, where you don't have to type in a username and password, and I think that's a wonderful thing. And thank you for the thumbs up, appreciate that. So one-click admin, when I hit WP admin, it'll spin up a site. And it probably won't show it, but I will switch the scene for that. Okay, there it is. All right, and let me bring that over here to you. All right, you're still looking at local WP. Hold on just a second. Let me do that, and let me set this scene for you real quick. All right, and then I'm going to switch scenes, and there we are. Okay, so here we are in this site that I just spun up. And so this just inside here I work. Here's what I do. First thing I do, I don't like to see all this stuff, all this dashboard stuff. I have squirrel syndrome, so we're just going to turn all that off right now. There's this little screen options thing here, and I'm going to turn that off. And close that up. And we're going to go get some plugins. And we're going to add new. And we're going to add Elementor. And we're going to say install now. If this is boring for you and you've done this 1,000 times like I have, well, just, you're here. Okay, create account. No, we don't want to do that. We're going to skip this. Become a contributor. Not right now. I've hit that 100 times already. Okay, continue. I love this new screen where they allow you to get the hello theme immediately. So, yeah, that's what it's going to be. Okay, next. Okay, drop in. Nope, we're not going to do this. We'll skip that because we're just chatting. Skip that because we're not going to do that either. Okay. So here we are. I don't know about you, y'all. Let's have a little chit chat in the down below. Pixta and Jamie. Do y'all enjoy the navigator popping up by default now? I don't. I find it annoying. I will turn it on when I want to, which is Command I. And when it's there, it annoys me, and I usually close it, which I'm going to do right now. That's just me. It has not been, okay, we've got a page there. That's great. We'll hit publish. All right, we're going to go back to the dashboard, and we're going to right-click, exit to dashboard, because we're going to keep that page. And we are, okay, here's another thing. Gutenberg is trying to take over, and I don't want to, so I'm going to close this pop-up. I'm going to go over here to the 3 dots of the shish kebab. Hamburger, shish kebab, keep it in the food. I'm going to hit full screen mode, and I'm going to come down here to preferences, and I'm going to say turn off the pre-published checklist, because that's annoying. You have to hit publish twice, and I don't like that. Okay, then we're ready to go back to the dashboard, and we need to go back to screen options and turn off Elementor, because I don't want to see anything. Thank you. And we're going to go get 2 more plugins. Actually 3. We need to go pro, and I need to offsite. I think I have one somewhere. Maybe I deleted it. Let me see if I can come over here, and if I have a local or a somewhat recent version of my Elementor. I'm going to have to do that off screen and download a copy of my Elementor Pro. So we got, let me go to appearance and themes. Okay, hello is there. Let's just get rid of some of this stuff. I know I don't need to, but I just, all right, I like the basics, and I don't want this bloated editor thing from Gutenberg. Okay, and so yeah, let me open a tab, go off screen, and go get Elementor Pro. So let me just go back here, and while we chit-chat about various and sundry topics, so let me just go to my Elementor. Did I type that right? Of course not, because I'm in a hurry. So, all right, here we go. Sign in. Okay, here we go. I see what you're seeing. Okay. And we're going to log in here. I will just give you commentary of this process as I'm doing it, and I'm signing in. La 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 la. All right, and hold on just a second. This is goodness gracious. Okay, all right. So is that the download button for the plugin? Yes, it is. Okay. And we're going to put that in my downloads, and we're going to create a new folder to put it in, and we'll save it. Okay, that's lovely. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to plugins. We're going to add a new plugin, and we're going to upload a plugin, which is the Elementor in which I just downloaded. Hello. I need my Finder, please. There it is. And desktop downloads. Elementor, Elementor Pro, and we're just going to drag and drop that puppy right there and say install. Because that's a beautiful thing. Yes, it is. And y'all, I wish I had 3 screens right about now, but I don't. Okay, do I need this anymore? Probably not. So we're going to close you if I can find the button. All right. All right. So, all right, now we're activated. Okay. And we will go back to pages, and we will go to more plugins. And let's see, there were 2 other plugins that I needed. What was that? Oh, ACF. Let's add ACF. And let's look for it, because it is free. Did you know it's free? It is free. Advanced. I think that's all you need to look for, if you can spell it right. And that is the story of my life. Advanced. Advanced. There we go. ACF Advanced Custom Fields. There it is. 2 million people can't be wrong with 5 stars. Okay. Let me check the chat. Hey, Dave Den's here. Nope, you just came in for the demonstration of ACF. We chit-chatted about the Dave Den's here. Hold on just a second. Let me clear this screen because you didn't miss much. I made a news video yesterday. Oh, hitting the microphone. So sorry about that. I made a news. Okay, yeah, it's just live and people are here and my introvert is just freaking out. So yeah, just talked about the news story that I released yesterday in a video, and we're going to go through the basics of Advanced Custom Fields. So I have just installed, and now we're going to activate Advanced Custom Fields because people just don't know what Advanced Custom Fields is all about. So I'm going to give a basic demo about how Elementor and Advanced Custom Fields works together. There's another plugin I need. Oh yes, because we're just going to have fun today. We need to add a new plugin called, I forget what it's called, Snippet something. Because Verity from Code Snippets. Verity, did y'all know this? Trivia question. Who is the maker of Code Snippets? Verity from Elementor. If you would say true to that statement, you would be right. So Code Snippets is a wonderful plugin. When they have their pro version, let's install that now. And we'll give it a little demonstration about Code Snippets because this is one code snippet that I just have to have because it's just the way I work. Okay, so we have Code Snippets, Advanced Custom Fields, Elementor, and Elementor Pro. Alrighty. So, was there something else I wanted to install? No, we're good. So why did I install Code Snippets? Well, we'll just run down that little avenue for a while. Code Snippets, let's just go into the snippets category. Okay, this looks scary, but have you wanted to add a functions.php file or have been told to install some PHP code in your functions.php file, and wherein you had to go down the road of creating a child theme? Well, you don't have to do that anymore, even if creating a child theme was over your head. Is there an Elementor Hello Child theme available? Yes, it is. It's on GitHub. So if you literally go into Google and you search Hello Child theme for Elementor, it will lead you to the GitHub. There's a button, you download it, have fun with that. All right, so Dave Den likes the code snippets as well, yes, because I was tired of the entire process of downloading a child theme and installing one function in the functions.php file that I love. And we're just going to go through that right now. So I'm going to open up an app called Snippets Lab for the Mac. Sorry, Windows users. Okay, did it install? Did it open up? Yes, it did. Okay, it's this little beaker right here, this little scientific beaker. And what this, let me just go home for you. What does Snippets Lab do for the Macintosh? It allows you to save snippets of code that you use all the time that you don't want to have to remember. It's like a library of your own personal code. And so one of these is to add the media library to the Elementor Finder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this code. I forget how you do it. And it just opened up another window. I didn't want that to happen. I want to copy this code. Nope, don't want it to go anywhere. Well, we will just, there's one push button thing. Let's copy that. All right, so I'm going to show you how, with the code snippets, you can add the media library to your Finder, Elementor Finder. So we're going to go to the functions.php tab. I know this looks scary, but I think I did a video on this. And so go check EleWebDev for the video. And so we want to add a new function in the functions.php file. And so here we are. I'm going to enter the title, which is Media Library in Finder. Okay. Then I'm going to just come in here and plop that code in there. Pow, baby. And I'll leave that so that you can do a screen capture so that you may add this to the Elementor Finder as well. All right, you've gotten your screen capture. And so we want to run the snippet everywhere. We don't need a description. And we're going to save the changes and activate. And so if we go back to all snippets, media library in the Finder, and you're saying, Catherine, what does this do? We are just so intrigued. What are you doing? So if we go back to the dashboard and we go to Pages and All Pages, I'm going to right-click and open in a new tab. And here are all my pages. Let's just go to the sample page, right-click, open in New tab. And so we don't lose our place, we have a sample page here. And I'm going to hit the Command E or Control E on Windows to get the Finder. And the code that we just, hold on, let me just hit a hard refresh just to make sure the code has been loaded onto this page that we added into the code snippets. Command E for the Finder, and I'm going to type media, M-E-D-I-A. And look, media is there. Now, if you don't put the code in the code snippets, this is not an option. So if you want to have the access to the media library from the Finder, this is how you do it. So I'm going to open in a new tab because we just might need our media library at some point in time. And so instead of, otherwise, okay, so here's the snippets way. You go into your Finder, you type media, and boom, there you go. Otherwise, you're going to have to right-click, open in new tab. And yeah, I don't know, it's many clicks to get to one way. I just like to go Command E, media, and there you go. It remembers the last thing. So to right-click and open in a new tab. I'm sorry. Some things I go around the world to do, and that's just my thing that I like to do. To have it accessible in the Finder. So every coder has their thing that they do that just makes their world complete. That is what makes my world complete. All right, so we got pages. All right, so let's go to the custom fields. Are we ready yet? Let me just take a pause and let me just check in on the site. Yes, Pixta is right. I love ACF as this means custom data in any way you need it. Amen. Okay. So if you're not familiar with what custom fields is or does, we're just going to go through a really basic description. So let's just say, for example, we could really deep dive into this, but we're not going to. We're just going to do very simple information like, for example, let's say that you want to have some type of changing advertisement or message on the home page or a specific page. So let's go back to our pages, and I'm going to create a new home page. And we'll just call it a home page, and we're going to hit publish once because we made sure that it only happens once. And then we're going to hit edit with Elementor. Okay, so we don't have a header or footer, and we're not going to go there because we're working with advanced custom fields today. And so, like, let's say, for example, you want, let's just say we're going to create a section here. We're not in containers. We're not going to go there today. I would love to, but we're going to keep this simple. And let's create a section. And we're going to go to the style. And let's just say we're going to make it an alert. And let's just make it a pinkish color to alert people. Let's go green. Yeah, let's go green. That's more, Instead of warning, warning, hello, inviting, please read me. Okay. And I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to drop a text editor paragraph, and I'm going to style it up. And we don't really need to change the text as of right now. We're just making it the way we want it to look. Let's go to style. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's go to the typography, and we're going to go rem, and we're going to go 1.3. Ooh, hey, doggies, 103 just ain't going to work. Look out, child. Somebody's going to get hurt. Okay. And let's just do all the formatting on this side, and we're going to say we're going to put it in the center. Okay, so we've formatted it. We've made it look the way we want to. Now we're going to customize the text in a different area. Okay, so that, like, let's say we are putting this here for a client or somebody who's going to maintain the site. They don't have 100% Elementor or web development skills, and you're just going to train them to go to a certain place to change the text so they don't have to worry or get overwhelmed with padding, margins, choosing text colors, or anything of the sort. So this is where Advanced Custom Fields comes in. So we've made our area, and we've designed it, and we have made it the way we want it to look. Now we're going to hook up the data that goes and is going to replace this paragraph. So we need to come to Advanced Custom Fields, and we're going to add a new field group. And we're just going to call this home. Okay, yeah, this is where the creativity has just stopped. Home message. Okay, message, S-A-G-E. Okay, so we're creating a group called home message, and we can add more fields to this group. Okay, so we're just creating a folder right now to hold some data. Okay, this is the folder, and we're just going to create the folder. Now we're going to create the fields. So, for example, we're going to call this, we're going to call it the alert message. I'm being not creative here, but we're just going to call it the alert message. Okay, and the field name, just click inside, because this is the, I'm just going to use beginner language. This is just the tag that's going to be the connection to pass the information. This is the hook, if you will. And we want a text area. And here are all the different things we can use. We won't go into all of them today. We're just a very simple thing where we want a text area that has an area of text. And do we want this required? There should be text in there all the time. If they forget to put text in there, it will give them alert to make sure that there is always text there, but we're not going to go there. The default value, we're not going to put a default value. Placeholder text. This is in the field itself. It's going to say alert message. Hey, capitalization. Alert message on homepage. Just to remind them where it is. We're not going to have a character limit. Conditional logic. We're going to say yes. Show this field if alert message. Hold on a second. I think we have to complete this before we get there. Okay. Here is the mega information. Okay, we'll come back to this in just a moment. Okay. So, location. Where do we want the rule to this information to show up? Well, we don't want it in a post type. We want it on a page. Okay? Which page do we want? We want it's equal to the home page, okay? And I'll show you what's going to happen once we set this location rule up. But we are making sort of ACF is now being connected to the home page to show this data. This is very important of your location rules. And yes, it is active, blah, 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 more information, yada, yada, yada. We really don't need to go into this, blah, blah, blah. That's more deep dive advanced information. So we've created the field, okay, and that's great, and we're going to hit publish. So now we've got our alert message connected to the home page, ready to go. Now we need to add the alert message because right now it's blank. There's no data in it. And so if we go back to the home page and just hit a hard refresh, Command-Shift-R or Control-Shift-R on Windows, we can see that our message has not changed. We need to add the information. And so we need to go back to the home page, but not in Elementor mode. We need to exit this page and go to, exit to dashboard, sure, why not? We need to go to all pages, go back to all the pages, and let's just close these two tabs. And so we've got our home page. We're not going to edit with Elementor. In order to get to the fields that we have created, we have to be in WordPress mode. I know that just is upsetting, but why can't we do it in Elementor? Because you can't. Because this is hooked into the foundations of WordPress. Because you know, Elementor is a plugin that works on top of Elementor, on WordPress. See, my brain's not thinking, it's not jiving with me. So let me repeat that sentence again so that we all know what I'm talking about, including myself. Elementor is a plugin that works on top of WordPress. So we have to be in WordPress in order for us to access the fields that we created, because Advanced Custom Fields works with the core of WordPress. I hope I said that right. So let's just edit the home page in WordPress mode. All right, and looky. This is the WordPress view of the home page, and look down here. There is our home message and alert message on the home page. It is blank. It is waiting for us to say, hello, see our new products, can't spell, products we offer coming in July. Coming in July. It was just, you were going to ask me to put a link in there, and we're just not going to do that. I can't spell. Okay, there we go. Hello, see our new products coming. We offer coming in July. Okay, that's just an alert. It's green. It's wonderful. You want everybody to see that on your homepage. All right, so we're going to hit update. And now that we hit update, we're going to go view all pages in a new tab. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, no, we don't want to go back to the WordPress. We're in pages. We're going to open, okay, go to the pages. We want to now open it in Elementor. Right click, open in Elementor. Now, I'm going to do what works for my brain, which is I'm going to have to colorize these tabs so that I know where I'm going, that I'm in the pages. Okay, so this is the home page, and we're going to add this one to this group. All right. So, and this one is in WordPress mode. Okay, so I'm just going to give this one a different color. Add tab to new group. What color do we want? We're going to say purple. Okay, so that I know this is the WordPress mode and this is the Elementor mode. So I won't have to be flapping around and not knowing where my stuff is. Okay. So, how's everybody doing in the chat? I hope everybody's following along, and I'm going at a pace that you can keep up with. Alrighty, so you're saying, Catherine, our message is still there. It hasn't changed. Well, we have to dynamically link in Elementor. We have to dynamically link Elementor to ACF's field in the WordPress mode. We have to connect those two things. So let's start connecting. So I'm going to connect this text editor. And if we come over here, we have, with my handy dandy pointer, we have this lovely dynamic tags. If you have not installed the Pro version of Elementor, you do not get dynamic tags. So it is advantageous to get Pro version of Elementor so that you are accessing the dynamic tags. So there's one wonderful feature of Elementor Pro. And so here we go. We're going to dynamically connect this paragraph with its styles to the data we have added. All right, so we're going to roll down. There's all these different things, but all you need to do is go right down to the bottom because ACF field is here. It is reading and seeing that Advanced Custom Fields is in there, and we have created a field. And oops, our text disappeared. Well, it's looking for that text. And that text needs to be connected. And we have a wrench right here. And so we're going to connect it with a key. And then vroom, vroom, our engine's going to run with the data which we have connected. Look, there's our alert message that we created in ACF of the home message group. So we're going to click on alert message. And here comes the text. Ooh-wee, looky, looky. All right, and we can add something before, after, and a fallback if something's not there. I can add something. If I forgot to add it in the actual field, woo, I did that both together. That's just the way my brain works. Woohoo. Bang, bang. Okay. So if I forgot to add something, we can put that there. But know that when you add it here, it's going to stay there all the time. This is extra added features that you may need to add. Because if we go back to our field and we change our alert message in the page, come on, brain, work. And I say, oops, let me put that here. See, I did it again. Woohoo! It's going to be in there twice because when I hit update and I go back to my page and I hit a hard refresh, Command, Shift, R. First we have to save it. And then we can do the hard refresh. It's going to be there twice. Woohoo, woohoo. So we need to go, just remember if things are duplicating, we need to go back to our field here into Advanced and take one out. And it will do it'll do its own refresh, and then we'll save the page. So it's only there once. So if you forgot to add something or something needs to be at the end or the beginning, you can do that. So, can you add images? Can they be dynamic? Yes, they can. So if we go to our home page, we need to add another a field. We need to add another field. So let me go very quickly and find an image to use. Let's see here. What have we got? Nothing. So I need to go search for my folder of Unsplash images I have grabbed. Grab, Unsplash. Where are you? There you are. No, you're not. I can't spell. But that's the story of my life. Okay. So, I'm going to use my little feature right now. Hey, Command E, MED, Media, right click, open in new tab. Right click, new group, yes, and make it green because that's the way I roll with it. Okay, and I'm going to, let's just grab this computer, drop it in there. And it's a great big picture, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to go back to, where do we need to go? We need to go to edit the custom field. Edit the field group. Here we are, right there. Okay, so we've got our alert message. Can we add an image? Of course we can. We can add a field, and field label, we're going to say alert image, and there it is. And it is not a field type of text, it is going to be a field type of an image. All right, instructions, required, it's not required. We're going to use image array, I think. We'll use the 300 by 300. You can choose the size, how you want it to be. 300 is going to be fine. Uploaded to post, nope, we'll just grab it from the library or have access to the library. And blah, 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 blah. We don't need any of this because we've already defined the preview size, which is 300. I hope that's right. So we'll hit update. And again, it's going to go back to the home page. All right, so we've made the field. Now we have to add the data to the field. So let's go to the edit the page in WordPress mode. And we're going to hard refresh. Hold on just a second. Let me go back to edit fields and let me just hit update just to double check that that field was saved. Because when things don't work and things don't show up, you forgot to save something somewhere. So we're going to do a hard refresh on the Command-Shift-R on this page. And now we have our alert message down here. Alert message, and we have add image. Woohoo! All right, so we're going to hit add image. And we're going to select, not upload. We need to go to the media library because we already uploaded it. So there it is, and we're going to say select. And there is our image. There is a hair. I'm sure it's a dog hair floating around. Okay, so there's our image. We're going to hit update. And now we need to connect this image to the page. So let's go to Elementor. All right, and we need to drop the image widget, and we're just going to drop the image widget there. And we're going to choose the same size that we forced it in Doolally. Yeah, ACF. Okay, I'm all right. I'm all right, I promise. All right, we're going to choose the image. There's only one there, so we're going to hit Insert Image, and it is gargantuan. Isn't that lovely? Even though I said force it to be 300. Something's not working there. That's okay. Interesting. See, it just needs a hard refresh, and then it goes to where it needs to be. Okay, that's fine. Now it's acting normal. So here's the product. Here's a sneak peek of the new products we are offering in July. So we can update that. And there we go. It's just as simple as that. And you're saying, well, you can do that. You can just drop a paragraph in there and just an image. Well, if you got somebody who's an intern or a client, and all you need for them to do is to go to one page, and that page is right here. You don't even want them to mess with Elementor. Just go to this alert message and the alert image and put your message in there. Okay, so new products waiting for you. Okay, I've probably typed something. Yep, that's capital P. P. And then there's the image. I'm just going to hit update. And so they don't have to get into the belly of the beast that is Elementor. Hard refresh. New products waiting for you. And you're like, well, that's all well and good, but can you give us a real live version of that? And that would be like a tutorial all of in itself for another hour. But I just wanted to give you the basics of how to use these fields so that you could, on this home page, you can, I don't know, come in here and create other data that stays the same all the time. I don't know what we're doing here. We can have a button here. Can you add a dynamic button? Oh, yes, you can. Everything, well, let's just go take a look. Edit field group. What are some, let's just add another field. What are the field types? We have numbers. We have a range of numbers. We can add an email. We can add a link. We can add a password field, images, file. We can upload files to the media library. A WYSIWYG editor. I'm not quite sure what an OE-embed is. If somebody knows, they can just drop that in the chat. Choice, select boxes, radio buttons, true, false. Links, post objects, all that kind of good stuff. jQuery, we can do Google Maps, date pickers, time stamps, message accordion, tab group. And then if you buy the Pro version, you can have a gallery inserted, you can have a repeater, a flexible content, and you can clone things. I'm not quite sure because I don't have the Pro version. And so, yes, Dave Den is also happy about this. It's a really nice idea to take away any complexity of Elementor from clients and interns to just provide them with a basic field to fill in. So yes, that is pretty much the basics of just wanting them to have access to a page in WordPress mode that they don't have, all they need to do is type text and choose an image from the media library. That's as simple as it is, where they don't have to go here and worry about knowing how to right-click a section and adding a style. You can leave that to more advanced people that need to know how to do that. So I hope to, at some point in time, do a tutorial that has a real-life example of how to do this, like a real-world example of like a lot of people use ACF for listings, like real estate listings, where you can put a picture of the house, its amenities, how many bathrooms, how many rooms, does it have a garage, does it have a fenced-in yard, and you can add all those fields in there. Let me just dive a little bit deeper into that to open up your world. So, for example, here's where that would come in. Let's say, for example, let's go back to, let's go to posts. And let's go to all posts. We only have one post right now. You get your noggin a thinking of where we're going. So, so we have a post here. It's Hello World. I'm just going to add a new post. And we're going to say, let's say, a lot of people do this, a recipe. It's a recipe, and so it's going to be a recipe, and then we're going to say that it's going to be macaroni and cheese. Okay, so let's, okay, and we're going to say, here is the cheesy way to make a meal. Okay, so there's your text. And that's your description. And I'm going to hit publish that. And now you want to add fields to this post. You want to put in the field of maybe your ingredients, how long it takes to cook, how many calories, blah, 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 blah. So here's what we can do with this. So that's the blog post. Now we need to go to custom fields. Let's go back to our field group. And we're going to create a different group because this is the home message. This is the little folder that has all the alert messages. We're going to create a new field group. And this one's going to be the recipes. And we're going to add a field group. And we're going to say this is cook time. And the field name is cook time. We're going to say a number. And is it required? Oh, yes, it's a required. And we're just, that's all. We don't need anything else. This is just basic. So we're going to hit publish. And we're going to say add a field. And we're going to say, what do we want to say? Yep. A dealer website. Yep. That's how you do it. What else? Cook time. Help me out. Somebody help me in the chat. My brain, I tell you, my brain muscle has not gotten past an hour yet. It starts to shut down. Help me out here. What else goes into a recipe? Cook time. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Tools. I don't know. Tools, utensils you need. Okay. I hope I spelled that right. Okay. And text. Okay. We're just going to hit update. All right. Cook time and utensils. Okay. Nobody's helping me in the chat, so I'm just going to move on. Category. No, because I'm going to do that in the posts itself. So if we go to posts and go to categories, I'm going to say the name is a recipe. I mean, not a recipe. It's a category. Yes, a category of recipe. Recipe. Because we want the fields to show up in the recipes. Right. Okay. And we're going to add new category. It's a recipe. All right. And so there we go. And if we go back to that post, macaroni and cheese, we're going to go back to the post and put a category, which is uncategorized right now. We're going to make it recipe. I'm going to hit update. Yes, I know. We can't save it until we put data in there. I got it. So that just let you know that for every blog post that is a recipe, we are making these fields available as added data to the blog post. So we're going to say 30. Oops, hold on. I didn't know that the mouse wheel changed that. And we're going to say spatula. I think that's how you spell spatula. And we're going to hit update. All right. And so let's go back to our page real quick, if I can find it. Nope, that's not it. Okay. So hold on just a second, because we have a category. We have a blog post. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to create a single post template. Yes, we do. So we need to go into our templates and go to the theme builder, right click, open a new tab, grab you puppy and bring you down here, right click, add new group, and we're going to make you yellow. Okay, for right now. So I know where everything is. Okay, so we need a single post template. Here we go. And we were going to make it our way. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to drop in the post title, macaroni and cheese, woohoo! All right, and we need to add in the post content. Okay, Here's a cheesy way to make a meal. And then we need to drag and drop in a field, just a regular text field, and we're going to put that underneath there. That's the heading, and I don't want a heading. Hello, you. Oops, I forgot to turn on my thing. I don't want a heading, I just want text. Thank you. And we're going to say, let's link this up, and we're going to say the ACF field, and we're going to link to the key, which is the cook time. So 30 should show up, but it doesn't. Interesting. Okay, that's fun. And we're going to go to advanced, and we're going to say before, we're going to say cook time, colon, space. And after, we're going to say space minutes. Okay. I said publish. Add condition to all singular, all posts in a category that are recipes. Okay. Save and close. All right. Why is my data not showing up? I don't understand. Maybe because I didn't save it? Let's go find out. Nope, wrong one. Nope, wrong one. I'm going to get there. Of course not. I didn't, or maybe I did save the data. I don't know. We're going to save it again. All righty. Pixta, thanks for stopping by. Have a nice, great day. Thanks for being here. Have a great rest of your day. Okay, where am I? Okay, 30 minutes. Okay, there we go. Let's go back to our page. And let's just hard refresh one more time and see if the data shows. Ah, but we are denied. Why is that? I'm not quite sure. Did we link it? ACF cook time. Cook time, cook time. It is not there. How sad. Why is it not showing? Let's go to the actual render of the page. Preview. There we go. And here is another little geeky tidbit. If you're having problems, I want you to take a look up here in the address bar. Let me just make it big. See how we're on the macaroni and cheese post? And then you have the query of the preview and all of this right here. Go back to where it is. You can't see that. Thank you. Okay, you can't see that because I've chopped the top of the page off. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. But there is an address bar. It has a question mark. I'm just going to explain this to you because Dingleberry Me has cut the top of the page off. Maybe I can fix that on the fly. Hold on just a second. Let me turn my circle off and let me... Okay, things are going to get scary here because I'm moving things around. Hold on, let me go option. There we go. Now I've revealed it to you. The address bar. Let me turn my circle back on. This preview right there. See the question mark preview? If things are not showing up or in no fields whatsoever are showing up on your page, it's a caching problem. And so all you have to do is come in here and delete from the question mark to the end. It's probably not going to solve our problem in this case. So I'm going to hit delete and I'm going to hit return. And of course it did not. So what is our problem? Let's go back to our page that has the data in it. Okay, we're not there. See, I'm lost. Macaroni and cheese, there it is. That's the media library. That's the home. This one right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the advanced custom field and turn off, because I don't know what's going on to the recipe. And I know that we made something required. and I'm going to hit update, and I'm going to take the requirement off because that is the first field that I have used as a requirement, and it didn't show up. So we're just going to hit update one more time and just hard refresh it as many times as we have to. And then I'm going to hard refresh this page. Please 30 show up. And we are denied again. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to, this is what you just have to do sometimes. You just have to delete and reinsert it again. So I'm going to insert a text editor, and I'm going to dynamically link it back up again. ACF field, which field, the cook time, please work. And yet I am denied another time. What is going on here? This is just the story of my life. All right, so you don't like that. I'm going to delete you one more time. Let's use a heading, because obviously the heading comes in here, go to ACF field, which field. If somebody sees a problem I'm doing that I am not working with, what is up with cook time, baby? It just ain't showing up. All right, let's just have fun with the utensils. Oh, you know what? Okay, yeah, let's do a utensil. Wow, I did something that made the data not show up. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Let's go find what the problemo is. Oh, here it is, boys and girls. There it is, blah, blah, blah. We forgot to make sure that the post type is equal to the post category is recipe. Check your rules. There it is. Now it's going to work. How do I know? Because I know. Because not all posts have advanced custom fields attached to them, so you have to force it to know that the category that is equal to recipe is looking for these said fields. Okay. Now that that's out of the way, now we should be able to go back to our page, do a hard refresh before we update the page, and do a hard refresh to gather that connection. Yes, sirree, Bob. Okay. So we're going to go back to our text editor right here. And now it's going to work now, boys and girls. If it doesn't, I'll tell you what, we're going to have a problem if it doesn't work. It should work. Let's go to the cook time. Please show up 30. No. Okay, we're going to have to go look at, let's just see if this is showing up. Cook time, oops, cook time, colon, oops, time, space, and after minutes, space, minutes. Okay, it's something about the connection, and we're just going to have to go find what is the problemo. Okay, it has to do with the connection, because the other one worked and this one is not. Okay, so post category is equal to recipe. Okay, that is right. We're going to hit update one more time. Is there anything else that we need? No. Utensils, text, it's a number, the field group. Okay, this looks okay. All right, we have data in the fields right there. Hold on, let's do a hard refresh on this one. Okay, yes. Okay, let's just hit update. Okay, and let's go back and put in data for some reason. Oh, hey, there's 30. And, okay, thank you. The post is updated. Thank you, go away. Utensils, spatula. All right, let's hit update. I know it's going to work now. I know it's going to work. I know it's going to work. Let's just be fun and add a featured image. I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Woo! Thought I was going to sneeze. Alrighty. So we got our data. We got the connection. We've told the post category to be equal to recipe. I'm just hitting update because making sure everything's updated. Macaroni and cheese. Here we go. Update. All right. So I'm going to delete this field another time. And obviously you can tell I don't use ACF very often, and when I do, I forget steps. So that is quite obvious. All right. So now, puppy, dog, work for mama. Come on, puppy. Bark for mama. Say something. Wag your tail. Work for me, please. Cook time. And yet we are denied yet again. Why? Why? Tell me why. Oh, I know why. Because I'm a moron. We are okay. We are okay. We are okay. All right. Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. Okay, I am in a template. I'm not in a post. Okay? We're not in a post. Okay? But why is the data not showing up? Because we're not in a post. We're in a template. Okay, so we're just going to go with the flow, and hopefully when we render, okay, let's just, okay, before is, all right, we're cooking. We're all right. The geek is now online. The teacher has been screaming, and after minutes, okay, we're all right. We're going to make this work. It's not showing up because we are in a template. Okay. So we've got, that's where the cook time, and then we want to add another field, which is the utensils. All right. So we're going to add another one, another text editor. Look at that, boys and girls. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. It showed up. So, yeah, we'll just hook this one up and move along. I don't ask. I don't ask. I just fiddle with it until it works. Okay. Honey, I don't know. Why it works sometimes and why it doesn't work others, don't know. We're just moving on. I'm just going to say thank you and move on. Before, utensils. Utensils. Is that correct? I don't know if that's... Okay. And update. Okay. So, right. And so there we go. So if we, we did add a featured image. So what we're going to do, I'm going to add a section above and one section, okay? We're just going to pretty this up because I like doing this. Okay, edit the section, and in the section of the background, we are going to add a dynamic image, which is the featured image of the post. Show up. Okay, there we are. We want center, we want size of cover, and we want no repeat. And we're going to go back to the layout, and we're going to vertically align. No, we're not. We're going to say the height is a min height of that. I know it's computers, and we're talking about macaroni and cheese, but you'll just get you'll get the idea. Okay, so yeah, and so then I'm going to go to this column, and I'm going to make the background of that column color of white. Thank you. And I'm going to grab this dynamic field and I'm going to drag and drop it if it will let me. No, it won't. Why not? Let me just do this real quick. Let me hit update and let me come over here to user preferences. Editing handles are just a thing I have to use. And we'll go back to here and here. Alrighty. There we go. Now I can grab it. All right, macaroni and cheese. Okay. And then I'm going to right-click, edit column, and I'm going to make it white background. Colorize it. White. Okay. Edit the section. Let's give it some padding of 30 on the top and the bottom. And the bottom. Okay. And then we're going to negative margin the top so that it... Oh, come on, puppy. There you are. So that it kind of overlaps in a stylistic way. I gave it padding at the section. Edit the section. Margin, padding. Oh, I did it to the, I did it to the section, not the actual column. See, I'm used to containers. I'd have to switch my brain back to columns. Where are you? Advanced, padding, 30. I really don't need it on the left and the right of 0 and left 0. Well, excuse me. We do need some padding. Put it back in there. 0, 0 is not going to work. 30. Okay. All right. So all of that was done dynamically. So we're going to create a new post. Watch this, boys and girls. Okay. So let's go back. We don't need our field groups. Okay, there's our post. So we're going to go back to all posts. All right. So now we're going to create a new post and we're going to say red beans and rice. And rice. Some just very simple recipes. Okay. So now we need to get another image. And again, it's not going to be a red beans and rice image. It's going to be, what is this? A person looking at a cell phone. Okay. So I'm going to set the featured image. Okay. So I need to go to my media library. See how this is just a flow, boys and girls? And I'm going to go back to the post, red beans and rice. I'm going to set the featured image, person looking at his phone. Totally not what we need, but we're just going to do that. And here's the content. This recipe is easy in a pinch for guests. Uninvited. Invited. Hey, I try to have fun with the tutorials, y'all. Okay, so I've added the, this is the content, that is the title. We've added our featured image, but you're like, we have to add the cooking time and we have to add the utensils. Well, we haven't changed the category yet. There's the recipe, and voila. There are our fields. Cook time. Let's see. Rice takes at least 10 or 15 minutes. Beans, we're just going to say this is a 15-minute cook time, so that's 15 minutes. Utensils, fork, comma, spoon. I'm just putting anything in there, y'all. We're going to publish the content. And then we're going to go and make sure that we have a look at our page here. So I'm going to hard refresh this page, and it's going to continue to say, oh, there we go, red beans and rice, uninvited guests. Now look, our data ain't showing up. We know it's there. Did we save the post? I think I did. Let's go back here, red beans and rice. We're going to hit update one more time. I don't understand this. And hello, Advanced Custom Fields and WP Engine. You need to work with Elementor because I don't know what I'm doing wrong. These fields are showing up when they want to willy-nilly. I'm going to hit refresh on this page. Macaroni and cheese, okay? But I want to see red beans and rice, okay? So I'm going to manually change rice. Okay. Did I put red beans as one word? I don't know. But we're going to put beans as 2 S and rice. And go. Please work. Okay. Boys and girls, I don't know what this connectivity problem is, but we're going to find out, and we're going to call it a day, because this is when my geek gets highly upset. Utensils, cook time, all right. Yep, we're going to hit update for the post category. That's right. And the red beans and rice with the cook time, we're going to hit update because the data's there. We have a featured image. And let's go back to, now the photos there, it's got the red, we're just going to close that. And we're going to go back to the actual red beans and rice post, and we're going to hit preview here. It should open in a new tab. Okay. But the data is not there. Boys and girls, I don't understand what's going on. Okay, we don't need the home page anymore. And we don't need that one either. Okay, this is the rendered version. Okay, hold on. Let's take out the data, which I told you before might be the problem. And hard refresh one more time. Yeah, just love it. It's got time. It's got a fork and a spoon. And it's been updated. So let's go to the actual, yeah. We're going to go to the template because I think that is the problemo. It needs to be refreshed in some way, form, or fashion. The single post 50, we're going to edit. Red beans and rice. Why are you not showing up? Okay, if we right click and edit this, the ACF cook time is bound. Yeah, I'm just checking things and it's not, okay, we're just gonna hit refresh. Okay, so that's showing up, but the cook time, I'm just going to move, because what happened last time was it just showed up when it decided to, which is very weird. Okay, so we're going to just go preview. And I'm going to take the address out so that we don't have cached information, which I think is going on. Boys and girls, I don't know. So those two fields are not showing up. Those two fields are not showing up. So what is showing up is the title of the post and the content of the post, but the ACF fields are not coming through. The post category is equal to recipe. Let us go back to the red beans and rice, and it is updated with the category and the fields in there. And so the preview URL is just not there, and we're going to hard refresh it one more time. Obviously not working? Well, we know if we go back to, let's go to all posts, and let's go to the macaroni and cheese, because that was working a minute ago. Macaroni and cheese. Let's view. That information is there. It is, boys and girls. It is. So, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this real quick, and then we're going to call it a day, because I've been here an hour and a half, and this is when brain meltdown works for me at this moment. Okay, so we're going to go to templates, and we're going to go to the theme builder, and we're going to open up the theme builder, and we're going to create a archive page. And we don't have one, so we're going to add one. And we are like that. Okay, so we're going to get archive posts. Here we go. And look, there's all the data. Classic, column, 2, top, great, image ratio, fine, title, tag. Okay, we don't want comments. We got the date. We don't want how many we want to show. We don't want 3, 2 columns, image top, masonry, blah, blah, blah. Pagination, numbers, page limit, 2. Okay, advanced. Okay, style. We don't want to do the style. We just want the information. Where do you want your display your all archives? Yeah, sure, that's fine. All right, so now we're going to go to pages, all pages, and we're going to designate a archive page, which is blog. Okay, we're going to hit publish, and that's good. And so now we're going to go back to the settings. That is, oh, I know what. Well, no, because the data was working before. We're going to go to reading. And we want home page set as home and the post page set as blog, and we're going to save those changes. Okay, and then we're going to go to the menu. We're just doing this as fast as we possibly can under appearance and menus, because I'm trying to end this but also have closure at the same time. So we're going to create a main menu, and we're going to hit create menu. And we're going to add all pages that we have so far, which is the home and the blog, and we're going to add that to the menu, and we're going to save that. And then we have to go back to Elementor, and we have to go to templates and the theme builder, because we have to add a header and a footer so that we can navigate through our add. We're just doing this as fast as possible, so I'm sorry, beginners. I want to add closure to this, and I know that I'm going around the world and back again. Save and close. And so here we go. We're just going to do this, and we're going to, and we want the site title, which is chat. Yep, thank you for showing up. And we're going to put in a menu in here. And this is just how we're going to do this. And home and blog. All right, we're going to hit update and add condition. Where do we want this? We want it on the entire site. Save and close. That's wonderful. Okay, so if I now go to the site, and we're going to just do this, hit delete, hit return. There we go. Let's go to blog. What do we get? There we go. I don't want 3 posts, but we're not going to worry about that right now. So if I read more on red beans and rice, our data is not showing up. That's fun. Okay, if I go to macaroni and cheese, our data does show up. That's interesting. Why is that? Because it's using the same template. One might want to understand why, because my inner child is freaking out right now. Oh my goodness, this is just fun. I don't know what is the problem. Let's do this, boys and girls. Let's go to the actual blog post. Okay, so we're going to go to posts, all posts, open a new tab. And the posts are going to have a new color, which is yellow. And we're going to go to Red beans and rice. And we're going to edit that blog post. Look, there's no data. Didn't we add it before, boys and girls? Yes, we did. A fork and a spoon. Why was the data not there? Somehow, I saved that information, and unfortunately, it did not get saved. That happened twice. Didn't that? Yes, it did. So what would happen now if we go look at the red beans and rice? Did we save it? The data is there. We're going to hit update. Yes, we are. Red beans and rice. We're going to go to the rendered version. Please, please let me end the stream now and hit hard refresh and have the data there. We have accomplished it. Yes. So there is a problem. What I have surmised from this fumbling and bumbling about is we're going to do this one more time just because the geek is online and frustrated. So we're going to go create another post, boys and girls. Yes, we are. We're going to go to all posts and we're going to create one more post. Okay? And we're going to call this Red Velvet Cake. Okay. And we're going to put a great cake to end the meal, full of sweetness. Because, yeah, All right, so that is our content, and we're going to hit publish. It has content, and it has a title. Now we're going to go to our post, and we're going to do this and make sure that it's uncategorized, and we're going to hit update. I'm hitting update. Nothing is required, okay? And so, all right, so I'm going to put cook time. How long does it take? Well, there's prep time, cake time. We're going to say 50 minutes, okay? And the utensils are a blender, an oven, and red dye. And I'm going to add a featured image. Let's just add this other one. Okay, and we're going to hit update. I am looking at content. I am looking at the post is updated. Yes, we're getting the message that the content is updated. I'm just going to hit it up one more time just because I feel sassy. And so then we're going to go to our blog page and we're going to hit refresh. Okay? And here is our red velvet cake. Lovely. Now, I'm feeling sassy, and this is the nerd and the geek in me. So I'm going to close. I'm going to close, and I'm going to go back here. And the red velvet cake. I'm going to actually close this post because I'm feeling sassy, and I'm wondering why this problem is happening. And so we're going to go to all posts one more time. I want to see if that data is there. Red velvet cake. We're going to edit it. Look, you see it and I see it too. That data ain't there. I thought this was what was going to happen. You saw me enter that text. You're not there. Why are you not there? I don't understand why. You saw me enter 45 minutes and the stuff, and it didn't save. What's that all about? So WP Engine, y'all need to fix that. Since you are now the new inheritors of ACF. Is it a WordPress error? Is it an ACF error? I added the data, and the data went poof. So first on your list, what's that all about? We're going to put it in there again, 50 minutes, and I'm going to put blender, oven, and red dye. Red day. Let's capitalize it. Red dye. And I'm going to hit update. Okay? You see the data, I see the data. It's updated and it's done. Okie dokie. Let's go take a look. Let's go view here, hard refresh. And let's read more. And now it appears. I don't know what that's about, but that is a problem. And I'm glad that we worked this out within an hour and 40 minutes, because I was just about to pull my hair out about that problem. What is that about, boys and girls? You have to wait. Is it, let's do it one more time, just because we got 20 minutes left in the 2 hours that I've been online. Let's check to see where exactly the problem is. And I think it is the problem when you're entering data and you change the category. I think that's when it's happening. That the link is not there. Okay? What am I talking about? Because you can't see my brain. Smoke's coming out of my ears. So here we go. We're gonna go add another post. Let's go to all posts, and we're gonna add a new post. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit recipe. There are our fields. And I'm gonna set a picture in there. And notice I can't save the data. Notice that I've made changes. I've selected a category. I have made a featured image. But I've not added a title and I've not added content. I've not added any content, so why would it think that it needs to be updated? Interesting. But I have made changes to this blog post. Hey, WordPress, you paying attention? I made changes to this blog post. I added a featured image. Why can I not save the page, save this blog post? Hey, ding, 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 ding. Let's just follow the rabbit trail because look. Okay. So I'm doing things in a different order to figure out why. We have the recipe category connected. We've got our featured image. I'm not putting any content in these fields yet. I am going to add green bean casserole. Hey, that's not how you spell it. Casserole. Casserole? Okay, here's a moment where I'm very tired and I don't know how to spell casserole. Somebody help me. Casserole. O-L-E. Casserole. Sometimes you type words. I'm not getting a red line, so that's my type of how you spell casserole. A lovely southern dish. Oops. On a hot summer afternoon. Okay. Now I can publish the post. Now it switches to this block. See, I did have the post information and it switched to block. Why did it do that? I don't know. Color, text, background, typography, advanced. Okay, I don't want that information and I don't want to see it either. Okay, let's go back to our post information. Oops, my earphone is popping out of my ear. Let's fix that. Okay. So the post, blah, blah, recipe. Okay, so we're going to hit publish. Okay, now I intentionally did not put cook time that is being blocked by this little lovely post-published view post. Okay, go away. Thank you. Now, let's hold our breath, cross our fingers and our toes, and now I am going to add the cook time. green bean casserole. Okay, let's just think about this. How long does it take to cook green beans? Okay, you need to prep the green beans, you need to wash them, you need to pop them, you need to, let's say 45 minutes. 45. Oh, you can't put any other thing in there because it's a number. Utensils. What do you want? Green beans. No, that's utensils. Let's just say fork and spoon. Okay. Now, I have the update button, which means I can update. Alrighty. And so now, hold your breath, boys and girls. Say a prayer. And let's find out whether or not that data is in there and is going to be rendered to the front. Now, again, I think the problem is the connectivity of the choosing the recipe category, which then therein goes to ACF and pulls it in to make those fields show up down below. Why are my earbuds falling out? Okay, so here we go. Let's go to the page blog here. There's our green bean casserole. Drum roll, please. It's not there. I thought that doing this in a certain order would make that happen. So now, boys and girls, when we go back to the green bean casserole, did I not hit update? I thought I hit update. Obviously, I did not. We're going to hit update now. The post is updated. I'm updating all day long. All day long, I'm updating. What is the deal? Why do I have updates still available? That makes no sense. Are you seeing these problems that I'm seeing? This doesn't make any sense. Am I going crazy? Am I gaslighting myself? Is WordPress and ACF gaslighting me? Am I crazy? What? Y'all, this ain't right. Okay, I'm going to do a hard refresh on this. Look. The update button is still active, as in like it's still in edit mode. Why? Don't know. I'm going to hit a hard refresh. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, hard refresh. Bang. The data goes bye-bye. We see the data go bye-bye. The update button is still available to update. I'm going to update. This is a problem. This is a problem. I'm going to put the data in there. 45 minutes, 46 minutes. I don't care what I'm putting in there. Utensils. Brain. Help. I'm going to hit update one more time. Look, boys and girls, the update button, it says it's updating. I don't believe it. But the update button is still active. What is wrong? This is odd. This is me trying to contain my inner child that is freaking out right now. Let's close the blog post. Okay, let's just close down a whole lot of stuff. Macaroni and cheese. Okay, all right, red beans and rice chat. Okay, close you. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our posts, all posts. Boys and girls, you are seeing this error live, Memorex, right here. What do we do? Red beans and rice. No, macaroni and cheese. Green bean casserole is what we just did. I'm going to go back and click on green bean casserole. Okay, look, it is wanting us to update the page. We have not made any edits to the page. And yet, our data is there now. Does this make sense to you? No, it does not. So yeah. I'm going to hit update one more time. And then I'm going to go back to our refresh. Macaroni and cheese. Let's go back to the blog. Green bean casserole. Y'all, if the data shows up this time, I'm going to say thank you because I have a headache right now. This has been maddening today. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's just double check some things, boys and girls. Like, what version of Elementor are we using? Obviously, the most latest version. Where are our plugins? Plugins. We've got everything. We've got the latest version of Advanced Yeah, I'm so upset I can't talk. We have the latest version of Advanced Custom Fields, 5.12.2. Is it code snippets? I don't know. That's the only other. We have Pro, we have Elementor. Everything's up to date, 5.37.6.5. But there is a problem. We have diagnosed that there is a problem, but yet we do not know where that problem is. So, again, I'm talking to WP Engine. I'm talking to WordPress. I'm talking to Elementor. All of us need to do a kumbaya and come together and say, there is a problem. And we need it fixed. Everyone needs to be on board and fix that problem. So, I'm exhausted. I don't know about you, but I am. I am exhausted. 2 hours of running around trying to figure out why we have had a lovely, Advanced Custom Fields problem. But we have had one. You saw it, I saw it, we did it 3 times, and we came up with the same information. We had to close the post. We had the post open, we created our title, we created our content, we added the fields to the post, we opened up the category to show said fields, and we had to close the post, then open the post up again, save the data, and then it would show on our page. That's interesting. So if you are familiar with Advanced Custom Fields and you have gone through this, we as a group of users to Advanced Custom Fields, I don't know if this problem is showing up. I haven't had my ear to the ground in the Elementor Facebook group, is to see whether or not that is a problem. I haven't heard any rumblings. Here's another thing. WP Engine. Yeah, I'm so tired. WP Engine, please create, or maybe there already is a Facebook group community for Advanced Custom Fields. Yeah, we need to get in there and start talking about this problem. But I am hoping, against all hope, that all of you have enjoyed this rat race of trying to find out Advanced Custom Field problem. Now, this is just a thing that's going to happen with many variables. We've got Advanced Custom Fields with code in it. We've got Elementor and Elementor Pro that has code in it. Then we have this new lovely WordPress 6.0. Let's just go, what are we working with? Where are we? Down at the bottom, yes. Let me turn on my little pointer. You're not looking at my screen. Let me open that back up. And I've got it here. Let's do this. Let me get myself out of the way. Right here. Here's our pointer. Version 6.0. Right there, 0.0. So this could be a combination of all 3 of these things that could be the problem. And we have revealed the bug today. But usually when things happen with upgrades, updates, when was the last time Advanced Custom Fields was updated? View details. I think it was 2 weeks ago, a week ago. Requires WordPress 4.7 or higher. It is compatible with 6.0. Okay. Then it may be an Elementor thing. Who knows? I don't know. But I hope this has helped. It's helped me remain calm in a live situation. A little crazy at times, but I did the best I could. So thank you all. I hope that you know how maddening as beginners this can be when things don't show up and you're like, it's supposed to work. I know it's supposed to work. So thank you, and I'm going to try an outro today live. So thank you for joining. I hope you join me again on another chat. Hope we are having things that are working. So y'all have a good time, and see you later.